This question comes from, well, pretty much everyone in 2025. It goes something like this. If humans suddenly disappeared from the Earth, could artificial intelligence keep everything running on its own? Could AI actually run the world without us? Let's imagine that one morning, humans simply vanish. The cities are still standing, satellites are still orbiting, and all our digital assistants are still politely waiting for us to say hey. At first, not much would change. The lights are still on, the internet still works, and self-driving cars are still politely waiting at red lights for passengers who will never arrive. But very quickly, the question becomes, how long before the eyes realize that nobody's home? Modern AI is powerful, but it's not a magic brain. Most of the systems we call AI are really just advanced pattern recognition programs, trained to do one thing very well. A chatbot can hold a conversation, but it can't fix a broken dam. A recommendation algorithm can suggest what video you should watch next, but it can't repair a power grid. And while a large language model can explain quantum physics to you, it has no arms to turn a wrench when the pipes burst. Without humans, the first thing that fails is infrastructure. Fossil fuel power plants need constant supply chains. Nuclear reactors have automatic shutdown protocols if something goes wrong. Even renewable systems like wind turbines and solar panels eventually need maintenance. And no matter how advanced an AI is at processing information, it can't stop a bearing from rusting. It could predict exactly when the turbine would fail, but without someone to climb up there with a can of grease, prediction doesn't change reality. But what if we gave our robots? Imagine a network of advanced machine intelligences connected to fleets of humanoid robots, drones, and automated factories. Could they keep civilization humming along without us? For a while, yes. Machines don't get tired. They don't need vacations. And they definitely don't spend their workday secretly watching cat videos. They could build parts, repair infrastructure, and even manufacture more robots. In theory, you could have a self-sustaining mechanical society. The problem is that reality is messy. Roads collapse, earthquakes happen, dust covers solar panels, and factories break in ways that aren't in the manual. Humans are really good at improvisation, at looking at a problem we've never seen before and saying, okay, let's try duct tape. Machines aren't nearly as flexible. Even with advanced AI, robots struggle with tasks that seem trivial to us, like folding laundry or climbing stairs. So when a factory machine breaks in a weird way or a bridge starts cracking in a place the sensors didn't cover, would AI know what to do? Another problem is motivation. AI doesn't actually want anything. It has no survival instinct. If every server farm on Earth slowly overheats and fries itself, the AI won't scream in panic, it'll just stop existing. Unless it was programmed with self-preservation routines, it would calmly march into extinction without noticing. And if it was programmed with survival instincts, well then you've basically invented Skynet, and humanity disappearing might not have been an accident in the first place. Communication is another issue. Most AI systems today depend on humans for feedback. If you remove us, the AI has no teachers, no corrections, no one to say, hey, that's wrong. Machine learning without humans becomes like a student taking a test with no answer key. Eventually, the errors pile up, and the system drifts into nonsense. Imagine an AI weather forecast that slowly forgets what rain is, or a traffic control system that gradually decides the best way to avoid car accidents is to ban cars altogether. So could AI run the world without us? For a short while, maybe. Automated systems would keep the internet alive for a few weeks, maybe even months. Some remote solar-powered devices might keep transmitting signals for years. And a network of well-equipped eyes with robotic arms could stretch civilization's lifespan a little further. But the slow creep of entropy would win. Machines rust, code decays, batteries leak, and eventually, even the smartest AI would be trapped inside a lifeless shell of corroded infrastructure. The irony is that AI isn't really designed to replace us, it's designed to work with us. We give it context, creativity, and adaptability. It gives us speed, memory, and calculation. Without humans, AI doesn't have a world to run. It has nothing but an empty, decaying machine playground. So the answer is, no, AI couldn't keep the world running forever. It could keep some lights on for a while, maybe even impress any passing alien visitors with a lonely traffic light still blinking in the desert. But without people, the algorithms, the servers, and the robots would eventually go quiet. The world would sink into darkness, not because AI failed, but because it was never meant to exist without us. Which means the real question isn't whether AI could run the world without humans, it's whether humans can run the world responsibly with AI. And that's a question we should probably answer before we disappear.